We're always talking about AI. Who owns it, who controls it, and what it's going to cost. But what if we've been asking the completely wrong questions? Today, we're going to look at AI through a whole different lens, not as some product to be sold, but as a gift to be shared.
So let's just start with this one powerful question. What if the real power of AI isn't about extraction and profit, but about circulation and generosity? I mean, just thinking about that for a second. It opens up a radical new way to see the future we're all building together. So let's dive in and really unpack that. To really get there, we first need to do a little rethinking of what we believe AI's fundamental purpose even is. We're about to explore a new framework that sees AI not as a tool for getting a corporate leg up, but as a machine for creating a kind of democratic abundance.
And that brings us to this core idea, AI as gift technology. It's a total paradigm shift. Think of it as a system designed to circulate intellectual wealth. So instead of hoarding data to get a competitive edge, this model is built on sharing. And the crazy part is, the system's value actually grows the more it's given away.
There's a perfect metaphor for this, and it comes straight from nature. It's called the serviceberry principle. A serviceberry tree, right? It produces way more fruit than it could ever use itself. And this feeds the birds, who then in turn go off and spread its seeds. Well, open source AI can work the exact same way, creating this cognitive surplus that nourishes the entire digital ecosystem. The botanist who inspired this whole idea, Robin Wall Kimmerer, she summed it up perfectly. All flourishing is mutual. It's such a powerful line. In a gift-based AI model, your individual success is tied directly to the community's success. It's a huge shift from that old zero-sum game to a system where everybody can win, together.
So that's the principle. It sounds great, right? But how does this gift model actually work to democratize intelligence out in the real world? Let's get into the mechanics of it. Okay, so at its heart, this is a massive economic shift. The traditional way is all built on scarcity, where something is valuable because you hoard it. But a gift economy, that operates on abundance. It gets that knowledge isn't some finite pie to be divided up. It's an infinite resource that literally multiplies every single time you share it. And wow, when you put these two worlds side by side, the differences are just stark. In the gift model, what drives people is community and reputation, not just pure profit. Innovation happens out in the open, driven by the community, instead of being locked away in some corporate R&D lab. And just look at transparency. One is totally open for anyone to look at, while the other is a proprietary black box. That contrast is everything.
So who actually benefits from all this? Well, potentially all of us. This kind of democratic setup lets small businesses finally get their hands on tools that were once exclusive to the tech giants. It lets communities, say in India, build AI for their own specific needs, like monitoring the health of their crops. At the end of the day, it's about spreading the power around. And if you want a really concrete example, you don't have to look any further than Meta's Llama 2 model. When they released it as open source, it wasn't just a gift of code, it was a catalyst. Over 700 specialized applications just exploded from it, in fields from medicine to environmental science. It just goes to show you the massive, immediate wave of innovation a single gift can set off.
What this all adds up to is something pretty profound. It turns AI into a kind of consciousness distribution technology. It takes these really sophisticated thinking tools, like pattern recognition and data analysis, that used to be locked behind expensive university degrees or corporate paywalls, and it makes them available to pretty much anyone with an internet connection. It is a massive leveling of the intellectual playing field. But let's be real. This super optimistic vision isn't the whole story. Like with any powerful gift, there can be a hidden poison. We have to be really conscious about the very real risks that come along with this open approach. Which brings us to a really crucial question. Just because something is given away for free, does that mean it's free from danger or hidden costs? The answer, unfortunately, is no. Let's take a look at the shadows here. So the first major risk is something called corporate capture. A company can gift an open source tool to everyone, but what they're really doing is building an entire ecosystem around their own platform, creating dependency. This tactic is sometimes called open washing, using the nice-sounding language of democracy to disguise a strategy for market control, for harvesting data, and for dodging accountability. And the second huge risk is that AI could actually make inequality worse. Think about it. If models are trained on biased data,
they're just going to amplify those biases. We've seen this with facial recognition systems that are less accurate for women of color. If you need expensive infrastructure to access it, you're excluding poorer communities. And if the tools mostly just help those who already have power, well, the gap between the haves and the have-nots is only going to get wider. So when you look at the immense promise on one side and these significant dangers on the other, you realize we're at a crossroads. The future of AI is not set in stone. It's going to be defined by a choice we all make between two very, very different paths. The first option is the extraction path. This is a future where AI is concentrated in the hands of just a few giant corporations. It's a world of surveillance capitalism where human labor gets replaced more and more, and our democratic institutions get weaker because of AI-driven manipulation. But there's another way, the gift path. This is a future built on a democratic AI commons, where open tools amplify what humans can do instead of just replacing them. It's a world where local communities can use AI to become more self-reliant, and our democratic processes are actually strengthened, not undermined. I mean, when you see them laid out side by side like this, the choice becomes incredibly stark, doesn't it? Do we build systems that concentrate power, or ones that distribute it? Systems that replace people, or ones that amplify them? The stakes are unbelievably high, and the path we choose is going to define the next century. And so, that's what this explainer leaves us with. This final, fundamental choice. Every time we design an AI system, or regulate one, or even just use one, we are answering these questions. Are we building a world based on extraction and control, or one based on circulation and relationship? The technology for either future is already here. The one we get, well, that's up to us.